Hi, my name is Mike Christian. I'm CEO and one of the founders of From the Future. From the Future is a virtual reality training company. I would like to thank the BBVA for sponsoring the contest, the Dallas Business Journal for hosting it, and the judges for their time. We started our company because we saw a need in the area for high-tech solutions. We had some people coming to us with some tough problems. Mobile development was new at the time, so we jumped in and we created one of the first applications for American Airlines on the iPhone. Not soon after that, virtual reality was becoming a thing. The Oculus headset was coming out. So we helped a company develop the first Oculus Rift experience public showing, and it was for a movie called Pacific Rim. And then a year later, the HTC Vive was making its splash, and we created one of the early projects for the US Tennis Open, featuring Maria Sharapova. A few years ago, I had a friend working at a water treatment plant, and he was working with an electrical cabinet that was very dangerous. He said one misstep and he could have an arc flash, which creates a dangerous explosion, and he could be killed. And I was blown away by that. I said, how do you train for that? And he didn't have a good answer. But then I answered my own question. Virtual reality is how you train for something like that. And so then I realized we could take our skills as game developers, apply it to virtual reality, and have a much more high impact on society and a much more fulfilling endeavor.
One of the most important benefits of VR training, in my opinion, is it gives you superpowers. You have X-ray vision, you have strength beyond measure, you can teleport from one place to the other, from one height to the next. You can work in really dangerous, difficult environments without the fear of injury.
VR traditionally has been a very high friction experience, and what we also call a stand-in-line training experience, where only one person's able to do it at a time. But with the software development capabilities that my team has, you're able to utilize virtual reality for training in your organization in a way that you're able to train multiple people all at one time, and they're able to interact with a piece of equipment or machinery all at the same time. We're able to create it to where you can have a trainer in Texas and then trainees in Kansas, and those trainees are able to interact with that trainer all at the same time. It's a much more effective method of training your team because your team's able to practice to perfection. They're able to have the freedom to fail. They're able to understand consequences of not doing it properly.
Virtual reality can also shorten the cycle of training. And what I mean by that, think about how you learn stuff traditionally, whether you're watching a video or reading a book. It takes quite a while and quite a lot of iterations to create a mental model of what you're trying to learn. In virtual reality, all that work's done for you. You're in the middle of it, you're doing the job. Education that takes weeks could take days. Education that takes days could take hours or even minutes in virtual reality. What I'd like to do with the award money is invest it in development, utilizing our virtual reality software to work with a local autism therapy center. We feel like that virtual reality can change the lives of people that have autism even more than ordinary people, because virtual reality is a great fit for conducting therapy. A lot of kids and even adults that have autism try to make sense of the real world, and sometimes they have trouble doing that. By creating a simpler virtual world, we can help them make sense of the real world and apply therapies. And while we're doing that, we can let them have some fun, so they'll feel like they're being rewarded rather than just being forced to learn something. We started From the Future in virtual reality training to basically improve lives. And I know a lot of companies say that, but we are having a direct impact because virtual reality training makes people safer and it allows them to raise the bar on their education. I'm very excited about the future, especially when it comes to virtual reality training. We're just at the very beginning, and already we've learned so much, and it's like standing on a mountain and seeing the impact that you could potentially have laid out before it. And like explorers coming off that mountain, I'm looking forward to the discoveries and the paths that we take, and finding new ways to help people, whether it's a person do their job more safely on a construction site, or a person that has autism learn to elevate themselves enough to have a job and function well in society.